What's up, guys? Today we're looking at a Subaru problem with the fuel trim. It's going to be the P2096 or P2097 code. At the end, we'll look at the cost of potentially fixing the problem in the official Subaru document that gives pretty pictures, official Subaru information, and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and check it out.
If your Subaru has a persistent check engine light on the dashboard, mechanics use a professional-grade scan tool to confirm a failure in the post-catalyst fuel trim system. This specific failure can be tricky because it often occurs without any noticeable change in how the engine performs. We will reveal the exact diagnostic trouble codes and the final repair bill at the end of the video. Owners often notice the check engine light appearing during steady highway cruising or shortly after a cold start. A common wrong assumption is that a loose or clicking gas cap is the source of the problem. Drivers frequently tighten the cap or replace it entirely, only to find the light returns within a few drive cycles. This issue affects a massive range of vehicles from 2015 through 2025, including the Outback, Forester, Crosstrek, WRX, and Ascent. Subaru issued Service Information Bulletin 18-2228-25 to address a fundamental flaw in how these vehicles diagnose exhaust chemistry. The bulletin serves as a formal correction to the official service manuals because the original diagnostic steps were insufficient. Engineers found that technicians were struggling to isolate why the engine control module was reporting improper fuel mixtures. The heart of the problem lies in the relationship between the catalytic converter and the downstream oxygen sensor. The downstream sensor sits behind the catalytic converter to monitor its efficiency by measuring residual oxygen levels. The engine control module uses this data to make fine-tuned adjustments to the fuel-to-air ratio. Inside the sensor, a ceramic bulb made of zirconium dioxide reacts to the difference in oxygen between the exhaust and the outside air. This reaction generates a small voltage signal that tells the computer if the exhaust is running lean or rich. If the sensor detects too much oxygen, the system is lean. If it detects too little, the system is rich. In many cases, the physical hardware of the sensor or the converter is not the primary cause of the fault. The mechanical root cause is often a microscopic exhaust leak located upstream of the rear oxygen sensor. Even a tiny pinhole in a weld or a slightly weeping gasket can introduce outside air into the exhaust stream. This happens through the Venturi effect, where the fast-moving exhaust gases create a low-pressure zone that sucks in fresh air. The sensor detects this extra oxygen and incorrectly reports a lean condition to the engine control module. The computer then tries to compensate by dumping more fuel into the engine, which can eventually ruin the catalytic converter. Subaru's updated diagnostic flow now requires technicians to perform much more rigorous exhaust system integrity tests. They are directed to look for specific voltage swings in the front air-fuel ratio sensor before blaming the rear sensor. The physics of this failure are complex because the computer is trying to balance emissions with engine longevity. A lean condition increases combustion temperatures, which puts excessive thermal stress on the exhaust valves and piston rings. A rich condition sends unburned fuel into the catalytic converter, where it ignites and melts the internal ceramic honeycomb structure. The original service manual, steps 14 and 15, were leading some mechanics to replace expensive parts prematurely. The new bulletin replaces those steps with a more logical path that isolates electrical interference and physical leaks first. For the Crosstrek hybrid models, the diagnostic process is even more specific due to the frequent cycling of the gasoline engine. Owners on public forums and Reddit have reported high levels of confusion before this bulletin was released. Many spent hundreds of dollars replacing the rear oxygen sensor only to have the light return 2 weeks later. One common pattern involves the light clearing itself during rainy weather, then returning once the exhaust system dries out. This usually points toward an electrical high-resistance issue in the wiring harness or a very specific thermal expansion leak. Technicians must now use the Subaru Select monitor to track long-term fuel trim data while the vehicle is under load. The repair involves a meticulous inspection of the exhaust manifold gaskets and the mounting flange of the rear sensor. If a leak is found, the technician may need to resurface the mating flanges or replace the manifold gaskets entirely. If the sensor itself has degraded, it must be replaced with the latest revised part number to ensure compatibility. The updated logic in the service manual ensures the technician doesn't overlook a faulty front sensor that is lying to the computer. Now let's look at the diagnostic trouble codes and the actual cost to get this fixed. The two codes you will see on your scanner are P2096 and P2097. P2096 indicates the post-catalyst fuel trim is too lean, meaning the system thinks there is too much oxygen. P2097 is the opposite, indicating the system is running too rich after the catalytic converter. If you take your vehicle to an independent repair shop, a basic diagnostic fee usually starts around $95. If the issue is a simple exhaust leak or a faulty rear oxygen sensor, the total bill typically ranges from $380 to $610. This includes the cost of a high-quality replacement sensor and approximately 1 hour of specialized labor. If you choose to have the repair done at a dealership, the cost will be higher due to specialized technician training and factory parts. A dealership diagnosis and rear oxygen sensor replacement will likely cost between $590 and $830. However, if the diagnostic confirms that the catalytic converter has been damaged by an unresolved rich or lean condition, the price jumps significantly. Replacing a Subaru catalytic converter at an independent shop can cost between $1,200 and $1,600. At the dealership, a genuine Subaru catalytic converter replacement can easily reach $1,900 to $2,500. Getting the diagnosis right the first time using the updated TSB procedures is essential to avoiding these higher costs. Have you dealt with a stubborn P2096 or P2097 code on your Subaru lately? Tell us about your experience in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more technical repair breakdowns.
All right, so now let's go ahead and look at this Subaru document. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, we're gonna pause the video. The file's not corrupt. Okay, here's our file. Is my audio on? Yes, cool, cool. All right, so 2015 to 2022 is the highest. So the 2025 is inaccurate, but it does include the Legacy, Outback, Impreza, Crosstrek, Forester, WRX, Ascent. You feel free to pause as I scroll. The P2097 P2096. Let's see, the service information bulletin announces the diagnostic procedure to be used with these trouble codes P2096 and P2097, which the first one is post catalyst fuel trim system too lean and post catalyst fuel system trim too rich. And that's about all the reading I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just scroll so you guys can pause and read this. Looks like a lot. How many pages? 6 pages. So scroll, you pause. Scroll, you pause. Is there cool pictures? I think I told y'all there's going to be cool pictures. I hope there is. Also, yeah, just making sure we just go in there. Boom, boom, boom. Check rear oxygen sensor data. Diagnostic trees, so good. Check repair. Warm up the engine until the engine cool temperature exceeds 167 degrees and keep the engine with speed at 3,000 RPMs. 2 minutes max. There's lots to read here if you're doing this for your car. Important reminders. Bum, bum, bum. That is it. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and soda can is helping the light. I'll see y'all in the next video.